Next on News 10 at 11, severe weather rolls through the Delaware Valley. Earthwatch tracks the storm. The latest information. Plus, Sherry Bank shows you how to identify, prevent, and treat child migraines. Next on News 10 at 11.
So I'm barely here a month, right? And I find out that my roommate has problems. She talks to me through these little notes. So I went to move.com. They've helped move like 1 million people. So it was easy getting a nice apartment. They even have a place to find roommates, which I probably won't be using.
Move.com. It's a better move.
Time magazine says Gladiator is big, rousing, daring entertainment. And Newsweek calls it mesmerizing and spectacular. Russell Crowe, Gladiator, rated R, now playing everywhere.
When it's you against a migraine headache, you can't play nice. But now there's new Motrin migraine pain caplets for people who don't fool around with pain.
The Reach Plaque Sweeper Between is remarkable. It removes plaque from the hardest to reach place, deep between your teeth. 35% deeper than a regular brush. Bye-bye plaque. Reach. We wrote the book on clean teeth.
The critics agree. Road Trip is easily one of the funniest movies in years. Rolling Stone says Tom Green is hilarious. Newsweek calls it deliriously funny. Road Trip, rated R. Now playing everywhere.
When you live with guys, you learn all kinds of things, like independence, patience, not to mention biological warfare.
At least shaving's never been easier with Silk Effects Plus. A shower hanger puts it where you need it. Guard wires help prevent cuts under any circumstance.
Did I mention patience?
Silk Effects Plus. Shaving made easy.
The Lakers, the Blazers, with their series tied, it's pivotal Game 3, a primetime special Friday night. Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Scottie Pippen, the start of 4 straight days of NBA Conference Finals action, all Memorial Day weekend long. Friday night, 9 Eastern, NBC. This is News 10 at 11.
Nasty sound, severe weather strikes the Delaware Valley. Tonight's hail, heavy rain, and high wind send trees tumbling down. News 10 has live team coverage starting right now. Good evening, I'm Larry Menti.
And I'm Renee Chenault. Our top story on News 10 at 11, severe weather all night long. And the News 10 weather team says more rain is now on the way. Take a look at the heavy rain along I-95 in South Philadelphia tonight. Now that rain quickly turned into hail, and that's when the damage really started to add up. News 10's Doug Schimel is live in the Winfield section of Philadelphia with the story. Doug.
Yeah, and this tape's going to be here for a while until they can get a crew out here to cut down this tree that came down at 57th and Woodcrest. I don't know if you can see back under there, but there are actually 3 cars under that tree, one of which has been crushed. This has been pretty much typical of what we have seen all night long. When it got over Center City, you felt like you almost had to duck. And back to the west in Richland Township, Bucks County, they did have to duck when a several hundred-year-old tree set itself down on the Richland Friends Meeting House, shattering a window. In Percy, it was a car that was the landing point for another tree.
All of a sudden, the wind just picked up, and all of a sudden the tree just went down, and the wires came with it.
And when it wasn't trees and wires coming down, it was hail, lots of it in Ballackinwood. But after all the pelting, a kinder, gentler side of the storm emerged in Berks County, just in time for sunset. Well, despite this kind of thing happening all around the area, amazingly enough, we are told no injuries were reported. Live in Winfield, I'm Doug Schimel, News 10.
Doug, the News 10 weather team has been tracking the storm all night long. Meteorologist John Valeris is live now with the latest from Earthwatch. John.
Yeah, Larry, these storms have had a history of hail. Numerous reports of pea-size to 1-inch hail. Let's check out some of the reports. Western Berks County, an inch size hail there. Marble size in Phoenixville. Golf ball size in Westchester, 3/4 of an inch. In Sharon Hill and Camden, 1-inch size. in Lindenwood, Nichols size in Hamilton, golf ball size in Galloway Township after we had a high today of 83. Now, watch what's happening. Go to Live Doppler 10,000. This just in, a severe thunderstorm warning across central and southern Delaware right now. Sussex and Kent County got a severe thunderstorm located about 25 miles southwest of Dover, moving quickly to the east about 45 miles an hour. Still more showers in its wake going up towards the Reading region, but the severe activity now confined to central and southern Delaware, moving east at 45. I'll have the complete forecast, a look into your holiday weekend in just a few minutes. Larry?
All right, John, see you in a few. New at 11 tonight, a wild stolen car chase through Philadelphia sends 2 people to the hospital. Right now, police are searching for a crafty suspect. Chopper 10's gyrocam over the Schuylkill Expressway where the suspect's car slammed into this black car. It happened at around 7:30 tonight. 2 elderly women inside the black car were taken to the hospital. A witness on the scene said she was almost part of this accident.
Was a cop chasing a black car. He was in and out of cars. Just missed our car barely. And we saw cops behind us, and as they were coming forth, as we got up at least maybe about another 200 feet, he hit this car right here.
Police chased the suspect's car from West Philadelphia along the Schuylkill Expressway and Roosevelt Boulevard to Nicetown, Tioga, and then back along the Schuylkill to West Philadelphia. Chopper 10 over the suspect's car, which was abandoned at 38th and Penns Grove. You can see the black Durango with a damaged front fender. Police say the suspect took off on foot.
We have breaking news right now. Chopper 10 over the Perkiomen Creek in Collegeville. Police say 2 people went out in a canoe and now they are missing. The canoeists were supposed to meet up with friends in Valley Forge National Park, but they never showed up. Their canoe was found overturned in the Perkiomen Creek. Right now, police are searching the area by air and in the water. News 10 is following this breaking story. We'll bring you the very latest as soon as we get new information. Well, fire has flared up again tonight in the charred ruins of a Philadelphia warehouse. Chopper 10 over what was the Eastern America building in Holmesburg. As you can see, smoke is still pouring from the hot ashes, and there are spots where flames have reignited, as you see. This is what the fire looked like as it burned out of control on Saturday morning. Furniture, clothing, and flammable liquids fed this flame. The fire went to 10 alarms, making it one of the largest in Philadelphia history.
Right now, the Flyers could have been heading to the Stanley Cup Finals, but they're not. Instead, they're heading back home for another game with the Devils. This is the goal to put the Flyers in a do-or-die situation. Tonight, the Jersey Devils have forced a Game 7 back home on Friday. News 10's Vi Sikahema has the latest on tonight's game and the return of Eric Lindros.
Yeah, they lost this game, but this was not the fault of Eric Lindros. Former captain Eric Lindros played his first game in 73 days and his first playoff game in over 2 years. Lindros came out flying in the first period, not worrying about his concussions, hitting guys all over the place. Just did not seem rusty at all to me. He scored this one late in the game, which pulled the Flyers within 1. And later in sports, we'll hear from Eric about his big night. He actually scored 2 tonight. The first one was a real beauty. You'll see that, but it did not count. And it would have gotten them in overtime, possibly.
And that's later in sports.
We'll do that later in sports.
Thanks, Vi.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you then. Well, our live team coverage continues in South Philadelphia tonight.
News 10's Don Lemon talked with some die-hard fans before the big disappointment tonight.
Yeah, most Flyers fans had hoped to be out here on Broad Street celebrating for a pre-Stanley Cup celebration, but that did not happen. Still, most of the fans went into this game screaming and cheering loud enough to be heard all the way in New Jersey, where the team is playing.
All the hoopla is about one thing. The Flyers, and Ron Pagano prepares to celebrate each and every Flyers goal with a blast.
Fireworks, lights, everything. Music, every time they score a goal tonight.
The kids in the neighborhood dance to a new Flyers rap song, and the yellow flashing light means a Flyers goal. The red light down in the DeFeo's basement goes on every time the Flyers put one in the net. The DeFeo brothers have created their own Flyers dugout, dubbed the DeFeo Dome.
This is serious business. This is the DeFeo Dome. You know what I mean? This is no joke. We do it better than anybody. I don't care who it is.
There is more Flyers memorabilia here than you can shake a hockey stick at. Joe and Anthony DeFeo have been working on this for 6 years, and now they're hoping their time and money pay off with a Stanley Cup.
Some people say it's better to be here than actually at the game, because the center is just dead, so they'd rather be here, because we have the lights, the sirens, everything.
Now, the DeFeo Dome will be back in full swing on Friday when the Flyers face off against the Devils, and we hope there will be lots of people here because the Flyers will be going to the Stanley Cup playoffs. Live in South Philadelphia, I'm Don Lemon, News 10.
All right, we sure hope. Thank you, Don. Well, now the latest on the investigation into the Pier 34 disaster. Divers are now trying to piece together what caused this deadly accident. And now all other piers on the Delaware waterfront are being put under the microscope. Today, divers use sonar and underwater mapping technology to get a closer look at the problems at Pier 34. The city is ordering underwater surveys of all 124 piers along the river. Those inspections will be complete by the end of June. Now, a local construction company says they predicted a collapse just days before the accident. 3 women died in this tragedy. Now the police investigation is focusing on who knew what and when.
A warning tonight for women in Bucks County. A fake police officer is on the prowl. A woman says she was pulled over in Middletown Township yesterday, ordered out of her car, and frisked. Take a look at this computer-generated police sketch of the suspect. He's about 6 feet tall with blonde hair, a mustache, and a goatee. He was driving a car with flashing lights and a fake police emblem on the side. Call Middletown Police if you recognize this man or if you see him. The great smoking debate lights up Philadelphia City Hall. News 10 at a public hearing tonight where restaurant owners took on health experts. At issue, a proposed smoking ban and whether the dangers of secondhand smoke outweigh the rights of smokers.
This bill is more extreme than Manhattan. I mean, New York is the center of the universe, and everyone goes to New York. Not everyone comes here, and for us to have a more extreme bill than New York City, I think, is a mistake.
What these people don't realize, many of them, and I don't really think they care, and it's too bad because things like emphysema is very...
Now, under the bill, smoking would be banned in all enclosed public places, restaurants, entrances, and sidewalk cafes. The only exception to the ban, private clubs, union halls, and bars that make most of their money from liquor sales.
Well, tonight, open trade between the United States and China is one step closer to reality. The House of Representatives has approved the hotly debated bill that would grant permanent trade status to China. Supporters say it will mean more high-tech and agricultural exports, but labor unions and human rights advocates bitterly fought this bill. It now goes to the Senate next week, where it is expected to pass.
News 10 uncovers a shocking case of sex and betrayal in a local neighborhood. Police say a woman was the mastermind behind a murder-for-hire plot. And wait till you hear who police say she wanted dead.
Davidson in the News 10 Net Center, there is a way to check out a car before you buy it. All it takes is a few clicks of a mouse and you can find out about major accidents, flood damage, even odometer rollbacks. I'll tell you how to use this free service coming up on News 10. Also ahead on News 10, meteorologist John Belaris has the latest weather information.
Plus, kids and migraine headaches. Medical reporter Sherry Bank is working that story tonight.
This little girl was only 2.5 when she had bouts of pain. Excruciating, throbbing, and endless, just endless. Sarah had classic migraine headaches, but sometimes kids have symptoms you'd never expect. I'm News 10 medical reporter Sherry Bank with news on how to spot a migraine in your child and even how to prevent it.
Later on an all-new Tonight Show, Halle Berry sets the record straight with Jay.
Say you're sorry.
I am sorry. I feel bad. Plus, action cowboy Jackie Chan. And Angela exposes the Cannes Film Festival. It's also French.
French Stewart!
Hey! And tomorrow, Jay's got Billy Crystal. And Friday, don't miss Andy's Farewell on Conan. And this week, Ben Affleck hosts Saturday Night Live. Ben Affleck with musical guest Fiona Apple. Oh, it's all so romantic.
It's here, and it's big. It's the Great American Ford Celebration. Over 40,000 cars and trucks, 800 million in inventory. Now save on Ford Explorer, America's best-selling SUV, complete with anti-lock brakes plus Ford toughness and go-anywhere power. Now get an Explorer for only $285 a month with just $999 down and no security deposit. Just $285 a month. So get to the Great American Ford Celebration at your Quality Plus Ford dealer. Hurry, these Fords are moving out.
My dad's had this store since I was a kid. Dad's motto was, the customer is always right. Never say no if you can help it. The problem was, kids kids would try to buy cigarettes. You got an ID for those folks?
Oh, come on.
It's illegal for me to sell them to anyone under 18. I have heard the lamest excuses.
Her dog ate my ID. You did?
We need them for school science project.
They're not for us. They're for my mom outside. Mom, I look young for my age.
But that all changed a few years ago when this We Card program started. Now there's no argument. I just point to the sign.
We're committed to keeping cigarettes out of kids' hands. That's why Philip Morris is a major sponsor of the We Card program. It has educated hundreds of thousands of retailers on how to recognize fake IDs and uphold the law. And it lets kids know exactly where we and retailers across the country stand.
I'm not alone when I say no, and that's a big help.
Working to make a difference. The people of Philip Morris.
With more of the hottest new releases guaranteed, nobody brings home the magic of the movies like Blockbuster.
Rent Sleepy Hollow this week at Blockbuster and keep it 12 hours longer. Tim Burton brings to life the classic story of Sleepy Hollow, starring Johnny Depp, Christina Ricci. Sleepy Hollow, rated R, guaranteed on VHS and DVD this week at Blockbuster.
Blockbuster, bringing entertainment home.
This one's done.
Huh? Yeah, whatever.
The totally restyled all-wheel drive Subaru Forester. As easy on the eyes as it is on the road.
A South Jersey woman is behind bars tonight accused of hiring a hitman to kill 2 people, including her husband. The only problem, the hitman was an undercover cop. The only problem for her. This is the suspect, 47-year-old Carmela Van Horn of Palmyra. According to prosecutors, Van Horn wanted her husband killed because she apparently preferred murder to divorce. Van Horn also wanted a female friend killed, believing that woman was having an affair with her ex-boyfriend.
On the News 10 Consumer Watch tonight, buying a car is a tough job. Some cars may look good, but they could be hiding serious damage. Well, now there's an easy way to find out the history of any car. It's called Carfax, and for the next 48 hours, this service is free to News 10 viewers. News 10's Tracy Davidson is live in the Net Center to tell us how. Tracy, this sounds great.
It is great. In the next few minutes, we're going to show you an exciting way to check out the history of a car right from your own home. And yes, it is free for the next 2 days exclusively to News 10 viewers.
It definitely didn't sound like this when I bought it. Yeah. And now I can't even drive it.
Like any teenager, 17-year-old Nate Bleem was excited about his first car. A 95 Grand Am his mom bought for $4,000. Everything looked fine, but within days, there were problems.
Got a call 10 o'clock at night from my son who's broken down, blown engine.
Nate's grandfather suspected flood damage.
And that's when I decided to go on the internet and check it out. And I mean, it came up within 5 minutes that it was a flood car.
Nate went to a site called Carfax, where you can check the history of a car with the VIN, the vehicle identification number. And there it was, his car had been damaged in Hurricane Floyd last year. Used cars with hidden secrets, cars that have been totaled in an accident, flood damaged, or odometers rolled back. All that information should be on the title of the car you buy. There are codes that states use, but too often those codes get purposely changed or erased, and the cars with hidden secrets get bought by unsuspecting consumers.
Most of the times, they're not told completely what's wrong with the vehicle, and the consumer thinks they're getting a good vehicle for a good price.
And they're not.
And most of the time, no, they're not.
Here's a look at how you can find out the facts about a car online. First, come to our website at NBC10.com, click on Carfax, then type in the vehicle identification number, and wait for the report to appear on the screen. Now, Carfax charges $14.95 for a single report or $19.95 for unlimited reports for 60 days. But for the next 2 days, you can log on to NBC10.com, click on Carfax for free. That's right, there is no charge to find out the history of your car for the next 48 hours. That's until Friday night at 11 o'clock. And for those of you without a computer, check out your local library to use a computer, or tune in tomorrow on News 10 at 5 for our special report on ways to protect yourself from becoming a victim of hidden secrets. That's tomorrow on News 10 at 5. Live in the Net Center, Tracy Davidson, News 10.
On tonight's Health Watch at 11, child migraines. Millions of children have them, but they're often misdiagnosed. Tonight, News 10 medical reporter Sherry Bank introduces us to a young migraine patient from Sicklerville, Winslow Township. And she shows us how to spot a migraine in our young children and how to treat it and prevent it too.
All right, you're the winner. You're the winner.
Whether she's playing princess games with her mommy or dressing up her new dolls, 5-year-old Sarah Thompson usually has a smile on her face. But one day, when she was only 2.5, her mom had no idea what was wrong when Sarah began crying hysterically and just wouldn't stop.
Nothing worked. And then I just held her, and she was just scrunching up her head, scrunching up her eyes, and just as if she could speak at the time, just, "Mommy, please help me."
Oh, it just comes.
The headache just comes into your head there, and where does the pain hurt the most? Right there? Oh.
After ruling out a brain tumor and other problems, Sarah was diagnosed with migraine headaches, a painful condition suffered by up to 5% of children, some as young as 18 months.
Make a big, strong muscle and pull really hard. Don't let me pull it down. Good.
Dr. Marcy Yonker is a pediatric neurologist at DuPont Hospital for Children, and she says sometimes a child's migraine symptoms can fool you.
Sometimes the only symptom that a parent may see of the migraine is that the child gets sick to their stomach. The child may stop doing a fun activity, they'll appear pale and complain of nausea or vomit.
That's because those are the symptoms that often accompany a migraine headache.
The treatment for kids' migraines depends on how severe the child's headaches are and then also how frequently they get them. Then the doctor can prescribe medicine to either ease the headaches or even medicine to prevent them.
What's your medicine called?
Motrin.
Motrin.
Dr. Yonker says Motrin, Tylenol, and drugs like them work for many children. Other kids need much stronger medications like Imitrex or Zomig. The doctor says children who get frequent headaches should take medicines to help prevent migraines. Antidepressants like amitriptyline, anti-seizure medications like Depakote, and certain antihistamines too.
I've had children go from having 2 or 3 severe migraines a week to not having any at all.
Good girl. You are getting super at that.
You are.
When Sarah has a migraine now, she takes her medicine and falls asleep.
It happens quickly, and it's over in about 45 minutes, and she wakes up her happy old self.
The trick is to watch for early symptoms, especially if migraines run in your family. Immediate treatment can save your child from days of pain.
Hey, that's great.
Way to go, kiddo. Sherry Bank, News 10.
And we have a lot more information for you on migraines in children. Just log on to our website at NBC10.com and click on the word Health Watch on the blue bar near the top of the page.
We want to update you now on our breaking news. The canoeists who were believed lost in the Perkiomen Creek, we have just gotten word that someone believes they have spotted one of the canoeists in the water. Now, Chopper 10 is over the scene trying to help police in rescuing one of these 2 people. Now, to update you on this story, as we told you, 2 canoeists went out on a canoe in the Perkiomen Creek. This is in Collegeville. The canoe was found. The canoeists were not. We believe that one of the canoeists has been spotted, and Chopper 10 is on the scene. They're trying to help police in this rescue. We will bring you more information if it becomes available during this newscast, and certainly tomorrow on News 10, first at 5.
Well, severe weather, more rain could really hamper that search. Are we out of the woods right now?
No, we still have some showers still hanging around, and we're going to get to live Doppler in a second and show you exactly where the activity is located. It's been an active night. Let's check out Earthwatch first. We have a severe thunderstorm warning, meaning Doppler radar has detected a severe thunderstorm moving through Kent and Sussex County in Delaware. That severe thunderstorm warning expires at 11:35. This severe storm is accompanied by hail, strong damaging winds, and always that dangerous cloud-to-ground lightning. Now let's check out live Doppler 10,000 and see what we have. You can see one band of showers moving east right here. These are not severe. The severe activity now located well south of the city across central and southern Delaware. That's the severe storm is moving across.
the Delaware Bay towards Cumberland County, and the other severe cell about 25 miles due south of Dover, moving towards Cape May County. Looks like another cell beginning to develop in eastern Maryland, moving towards Newcastle County. So still active. Southern branch, not as active. Northern branch, things will settle down within the next 2 or 3 hours, and I promise you tomorrow and Friday, much nicer days. Now let's check out Earth Watch. It's been a hell of a night. Lots of hail all over the place, averaging from pea-size to golf ball size hail with these strong, dangerous storms. Temperatures in the 50s to lower 60s. At this hour, low 70s south of the city. Now we check out the future weathercast. That front producing the showers and storms will be moving out overnight. Your morning commute will be fine. That front's off the coast. Nice, dry, mild west winds. A beautiful Thursday. Temperatures around 80 with a lot of sunshine. Friday, that mild west flow continues. Another beautiful day with temperatures once again around 80. A quick look. Shortcast for Friday looks great as you head down for the Memorial Crunch. 80 degrees. Beautiful day Friday. Sunshine mixing with clouds for Saturday. A little bit cooler winds swinging around to the southeast with readings in the 70s. So Friday and Saturday, great for the start of the weekend. Leftover showers and storms tonight ending around 2, 3 a.m. across Jersey. Lows around 55 degrees. Tomorrow, sunshine, beautiful 80 degrees. Your 5-day forecast. Beautiful Friday. Sun, some late clouds on Saturday around 75. Still a chance of some showers on Sunday and Monday. The better chance on Monday, but we cannot rule out the chance of a shower or a few showers on Sunday as well. We'll have more on that tomorrow as we keep you posted on the holiday weekend. Again, severe thunderstorm warning, southern central Delaware till 11:35 this evening.
All right, thanks, John.
How does Eric Lindros feel after Game 6? Vi has the answer coming up.
NBC 10 and Pico Energy, educating children in our community. Warning for New Jersey senior citizens and retirees. John Corzine supported a plan to consider cuts in Medicare and Social Security. Now, Corzine is being criticized for backing a Republican effort that would risk billions of dollars of the Social Security Trust Fund in the stock market. Almost every Democratic leader in the country disagrees with Corzine's position. That's why New Jersey senior citizens are saying no to John Corzine and no to his risky scheme to privatize Social Security.
News 10 today. Everything you need to know to start your day.
Now with weather and traffic every 10 minutes.
The exclusive Earth Watch forecast lets you know if you'll need that coat or not.
Our Metro traffic updates show you how long your commute will be.
And always late-breaking local news.
News 10 today, now with weather and traffic every 10 minutes.
It's the fresher way to start your day.
Weekday mornings from 5 to 7 on NBC 10.
Like a hot cup of coffee.
Make us part of your day every day.
News 10 Earth Watch, sponsored by your Quality Plus Ford dealers.
It's the summer's biggest event, the Great American Ford Celebration, with the summer's biggest deals on America's best-selling cars and trucks. Save on the 5-star crash test rated Ford Windstar, complete with over 40 standard safety features, anti-lock brakes, plus an available reverse sensing system. Now get $1,500 Windstar cash back or choose low 0-9 financing. $1,500 cash or 0-9. The Great American Ford Celebration at your Quality Plus Ford dealer. Hurry, these Fords are moving out.
Planning a big picnic? Then get to Acme for big savings. Lancaster brand USDA Select Top Sirloin Steak, $1.99 a pound. Yellow or white sweet corn, 12 ears for $1.99. Coke or Pepsi 12 packs, 3 for $6.99. And whole watermelon, 18 to 20 pounds. Or seedless watermelon, 14 to 16 pounds, only $3.99 each.
Shop Acme, there's more in store for you.
This Memorial Day, forget the sand. The real heat is the scorching savings at your Toyota dealer. That's the place to save hundreds with low APR financing on a new Camry. America's #1 selling automobile 3 years in a row. And now buy one with financing as low as 4.9% for 36 months. Or get $500 in incentive savings. So get your feet out of the hot sand. This Memorial Day, run straight to the place that knows about real values. Your Tri-State Toyota dealer.
Well, you can't blame Eric Lindros.
Eric Lindros did everything in his power to help his team tonight. You can't blame him. The Flyers had another chance to advance to the Stanley Cup Finals tonight. But even with Lindros in the lineup, the Fly Guys managed only 13 shots. And, folks, that's just not going to get it done. Number 88 back in the lineup without the C on his chest for the first time in 6 years. Let's go late second period. Lindros shoots and appears to score. Give the Flyers a 1-0 lead. But the replay shows the puck crossed the line after the time had expired of the period. No goal. Third period now, 1-0 Devils. Eric Desjardins loses the puck behind the net. Sergei Brylin out front to Alexander Mogilny for the goal. 2-0 Devils with 3.5 minutes to go. Final seconds, Primo to Lindros, who scores the one-timer with 31 seconds left. That cut the lead to 2-1, and that's how it ended. The series now tied at 3-3. They come back Friday. Derek Castillo is live at the Meadowlands with more. Derek?
Vi, maybe the third time will be the charm. For the second straight game, the Flyers failed to close out the Devils. They just, as you mentioned, just got outplayed, outshot, and they came up short once again. They miss out on a shot to advance to the Stanley Cup Finals for the second straight time. If there is one bright spot, though, it is the play of Eric Lindros. He came in, played well, scored a goal, almost scored another. The Flyers definitely had to like what they saw from their star center.
I think as the game went on, I felt more and more comfortable out there. There's still a lot of things to to work on, and things will be better in the seventh game. I'm confident of that.
He was great for us tonight. He played, looked like he didn't miss a beat, and he was strong, and his conditioning looked good. He scored a big goal there. Still gives us a chance. And he's going to be important for us in Game 7.
You know, we did something that we didn't want to do, and now we now we have one more chance, and if we don't wake up, our season will be over, so we have to wake up.
So that sets up a showdown Friday night at the First Union Center. The winner advances, the loser goes home. It will definitely be a pressure-packed night in South Philadelphia. We're live at the Meadowlands. Derek Castillo, News 10 Sports.
Thank you very much, Derek. It will be pressure-filled, and you know what they say, pressure will break a steel pipe. It's going to be there Friday night. Still ahead, Pat Burrell makes his major league debut for the Phillies. More sports ahead. Stay with us.
There's nothing better than being named Motor Trend Sport Utility of the Year. Well, except for surfing a 20-foot face at Mavericks, or snowboarding in Telluride. And you can't forget riding in Moab, or kayaking the Snake River. Okay, there may be a few things better than winning Motor Trend Sport Utility of the Year. Oh, but what the heck, we'll take it. Motor Trend Sport Utility of the Year, the Nissan Xterra.
We all remember that as governor, Jim Florio raised our taxes. But did you know that as a congressman, Jim Florio voted with Newt Gingrich against ending Ronald Reagan's raid on the Social Security trust funds? Or that in 1983, Florio voted to let Social Security be cut, starting in the year 2000? Or that Florio voted to cut Social Security benefits for the disabled? Isn't it time to keep politicians like Jim Florio away from Social Security?
Having fun doesn't have to cost a lot of money, especially during the Plymouth Neon event. Go with a $1,500 cash allowance or choose low 0.9% financing. That's less than 1%. And Neon's outstanding gas mileage, up to 31 miles per gallon highway, make it an even better value. So how you have fun is your choice. And so is how you save on Neon. Now during the Plymouth Neon event at your Chrysler Plymouth dealer.
News 10 Sports, sponsored by Subaru, the beauty of all-wheel drive.
Once again, a Subaru has received the highest possible rating in recent crash tests. The Legacy has beaten every car tested in its class. But the real story is that with our full-time all-wheel driving system, Subaru can help you avoid accidents altogether. The added safety of full-time all-wheel drive, #1 in crash tests. No wonder the competition keeps beating their heads against a wall. Subaru, the beauty of all-wheel drive.
Bobby Abreu, the hero tonight in Houston, hitting a 2-run homer in the ninth to give the Phils an 8-7 lead after trailing 7-zip. But everyone wants to know, what about Pat Burrell? Burrell doing a TV interview before the game, gets some shaving cream in the face from Andy Ashby. Welcome to the big leagues, kid. Top 9, Burrell rips one to deep center field. He would go for a triple on this play. He had 2 hits and 2 RBIs in his major league debut. The Phillies win the game 9-7 with Pat Burrell playing a big part of it.
Very nice.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
It's the Double Up sale at Today's Man, where you'll be seen double on summer clothes. Buy any 2 knit polo shirts. How about a pair of pocket tees? Seen double yet? Then match up a linen jacket and pants. Double up on shorts. Mix and match with polo shirts. Or buy any blazer or sport coat and get a second at half price. Anywhere else you'd pay twice that price. But not at Today's Man, because around here, all we double up on are the summer clothes.
New Jersey's next senator must be free of any ethical problems, which is why it is so disturbing that John Corzine continues to refuse to release his tax returns. The head of the Center for Public Integrity has criticized Mr. Corzine for his position, and newspapers are saying that Corzine owes it to the voters to tell them how he made his money. Corzine should release his tax returns or get out of the race, they said. Election Day showed John Corzine that New Jersey is not for sale.
There's more to the Mazda MPV than meets the eye. Beyond its stylish good looks, you'll notice innovative features like dual sliding doors with windows that actually roll down and seats that slide across the floor or even disappear into it. By the time your eyes come across the standard CD player, you'll realize why the Mazda MPV is a Consumer's Digest Best Buy. And now, for a limited time, save $500 on a rear seat entertainment system, which makes the Mazda MPV more eye-catching than ever. See participating dealer for details.
At American Express Small Business Services, we believe the current national debate needs a fresh perspective. The small business owners. That's why we're hosting Voices from Main Street, an effort to raise the profile of small business issues like these.
The thing that I would like to see done is eliminate the red tape so that I can run my business.
In some cases, we'll file a form that's 30 pages to pay $3 in tax.
Please make things simpler.
If you're a small business owner, log on, and together we can make the voice of small business heard.
When you see news happening, call the News 10 tip line. Cellular One customers dial star 10 to get connected to Philadelphia's News 10.
A man of the cloth, going where no priest has ever dared, on the internet to preach a sermon of sex. Then clever, comedic, and controversial. Are today's commercials better than the shows you watch? Plus, Tony Randall and his young wife, the real odd couple, next extra.
Tomorrow at 7 on NBC 10.
On the next Access Hollywood, comedian Dana Carvey's real-life nightmare. Plus, meet the Survivor contestants in an in-depth exclusive. And Mini-Me takes on Tom Cruise. Next Access Hollywood.
Tomorrow at 7:30 on NBC 10.
Thanks for watching News 10 at 11. News 10 continues at 5 tomorrow morning. I'm Larry Menti.
And I'm Renee Chenault. For Vi, John, all of us here at News 10, thanks for watching. Have a good night.
Real-time closed captioning of News 10 is brought to you by your Quality Plus Ford dealers. Introducing the all-new 2000 Ford Focus. Smart move, smart price.